Hey, what's up? Been a while. Sorry for the noise. I'm using Fine Platinum soap, and it's in my Nursey mug. I have a habit, right? We know what it is. Boom, you see it, right? But it takes time. You got to register. You got to read it. Anyway, oh, it's gonna be a little loud there for a minute. Oh, geez. Sorry. Loading up the old brush. Loading up. This is Honey Noir Oscar, I believe, is the name of this one. Just because I thought the colors, right? Matchy. Get in there. Trying to squish my brush down so we don't smack the sides as much. There we go. Oops. Easy, take it easy. I don't know if this counts as using a new razor today or not. Funny, Barber Dave hit it on the head. I got my newest to me razor. I already had one. This is just in a different color. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We'll add a little, but I don't think we need much water. I don't even know if they're still made or they've got a new. I don't keep up with the comings and goings anymore of razors. Oh, I did see somebody posted that the Essence by Titleist is all sold out. They made. Whoa. This is my Shaving Cadre shirt from our first meetup. There you go. See it? There's no excess lather storage, but I'm making a mess. The Titleist. This one. They made 333 of these buddies, all sold out now. Bill posted that they're gonna come out with one with some changes. So I don't know, which I hope it's no better because it's not cheap. This is what I got. So I got the Asylum RX original. I guess plated, coated, whatever it is. I don't think you can buy it in black. Maybe, again, could be wrong. I noticed, I think it's on this side. I don't have my glasses on, so everything's fine now. I think it's, where is it? Or maybe down here, there's a little bit of the metal showing through, but I posted that I had this coming, and Barbara Dave goes, let me guess, you just got that because it's black and you like black razors? Yeah. I mean, hello. And I don't sell, I'm terrible at getting, I just said, I forgot his name. The winner of my PIF got like almost 10 pounds of shaving gear, mostly soaps, but some other stuff. Buddy, you gotta post that you at least got it. And say, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Wonderful. But generally I'm terrible at getting, I collect things. But then it's like, okay, so I got this black one. Why would I need to keep the other one? No reason. Will I get rid of it? Doubtful. We gotta work on that. Man. I've been thinking that we Drinks and Daves, I gotta think up some topics. So I keep thinking, our whole thing is we start the show with a topic and we try to cover it. But either we haven't done enough research to fill the hour or just, we got other stuff we kind of want to talk about and it just does that, which is fine. That's the whole intent, right? So I was thinking we need to get those game, like dinner cards or whatever, right? You flip it over and it has like some deep delving question that you answer. But I'm also always, we don't want to get too serious, too down or whatever. So I'm a little hesitant just to be randomly picking deep discussion things. But the one thing I thought about was trying to find like ethical puzzles. So not like deep serious, but like, you got the whole railroad and you're headed right to a group of like 4 people, and then the train splits, and on this one is 1 person. Would you pull the lever, right? Most people say, yeah, of course, because it's better to kill 1 person than 4. But what if it was like 1 person in a brick, or 2 people in a brick wall? You're killing yourself to save 2 people. Or what, I've seen, usually it's only 2 or 3, iterations of what if, but I've seen, in one of my ethics classes, it went on and on and on and got into like age of the people and what they did for a living. Anyway, of course, there's not a right answer to that kind of stuff. Because some people would just default, they'd be like, I'm not making these choices. I'm not, even if it would kill less people, I'm not, little weeper. This is a beast of a razor. I would caution you against it, unless I'm gonna sell one, and then it's one of the best razors around. Now, you gotta be a professional shaver to handle this. Anyway, I was gonna say, some people just defaulted to whatever the train's doing, it's doing. I'm not gonna make an active decision, because then it becomes my decision, right? Then I don't have to feel any guilt over what happened, because it was already set in motion. So I don't know. I didn't mean to get down this road, but here we are. But then the topic that gets brought up is you choosing not to act is a decision. Oof, sucks for you. You gotta answer the question because it's class and the teacher said so. So that's one. Or it would just be like, I forget how they did it, but anyway, they forced it to somehow you had to. There was no way that you couldn't make a choice. I don't. Anyway, interesting. So I've been listening to that book of, what is it? 5 Days at Memorial, the hospital in New Orleans during one of the hurricanes. It got flooded out, lost power, all this stuff, not just because of the hurricane, but then the levees broke, and then that's what flooded the bottom of the hospital, and nobody could get in or out, and they had no power. Generators went out. I'll tell you this, I don't remember who it was. Somebody at work was reading it. Did I mention? I feel like we talked about this on a video already. Not too long after COVID, and I was just like, I can't handle dealing with another like medical stressor type of, just a story, right? But it's been long enough, I guess. I've been listening to it, watched the miniseries, and then I got the book to kind of hear what's the difference between dramatized for TV versus what really happened based on the evidence and stuff. So anyway, one of the biggest things, moral dilemmas, questions, lawsuits afterwards, and all that stuff, if you're not aware of the whole story, is that again, no medicines, no water, no air conditioning in sweltering heat. You have some critically ill patients. First of all, which patients do you take first? You take the critically ill ones or the ones that are more likely to survive, right? So that's a triage question. But then it got to the point where there was understanding by at least some people that not everybody was going to be able to be evacuated from the hospital. And the ones that were very, very sick were going to end up basically abandoned, so that those that could escape could be evacuated and could. And to relieve their suffering, they were given medications to hasten their death, which, of course, that's a whole another discussion, which we will not get into, but kind of the ethical choice there, like which is worse, leaving them, like I said, no medicine, no IVs, no air conditioning, no water, just to basically let nature take its course in a slow and potentially what could be viewed as a very, I don't know, what's the word, not mean, but uncaring way if you could do something about it. So anyway, that's kind of what made me start thinking about what can we get some. I'm gonna look them up, see if we can get some a little bit more lighthearted, ethical. What would you questions? Maybe we'll see if we can make that a topic. But yeah, it did bring up the whole COVID thing because I mentioned way back then that I'm on our ethics committee, and as such was part of the group that got training for limited resource use, and basically who gets a ventilator and who doesn't when it comes down to that. And again, we never had to implement those protocols, but we got pretty darn close. And just the thought of we had to learn how we prioritize and unpleasant stuff. What's not unpleasant? Whoop-ah! This moment of power brought to you by Hombre's Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in this guy, he gets three days off a week. 3 days. Jesus. Whatever. He's not a very good capitalist, to tell you the truth. His shop is sitting there empty 3 days a week. Hire on a partner, buddy. Take 25% off the top. Whoop-boom. Whoop-boom. Did you get it? That's just money in your pocket. Anyway, that's pretty much the shave. I got to empty up the water out of the crystal skull. That's where I soak my brush. And then I'll share this with you. Spreading the knowledge, the love, so you don't have to find out on your own. For a long time, I was looking for a tea-scented scent. Did we mention that? I think we mentioned this when I was shaving with Strop Shop Russian tea. And when I've gone into scent boutiques or whatever, I've never found one. There's this one on Amazon that I've never seen. It seems like it's kind of a Demeter? Is that the name of the Demeter? They've got a gajillion scents, which are just kind of, a lot of them sound like one notes, right? Not necessarily rose, strawberry, hibiscus, whatever. So you see here they've got Earl Grey tea. They also have other ones that are multiple layers and stuff. But I've never seen it in a store. And for some reason, I got curious again. But at the price, whenever I looked it up, the price was always like just for a blind buy. It was a bit, I think it's for, I don't remember. For a little square bottle is at least over $75. It might be over 100. But I'm like, that's too much. Because usually any tea scented things isn't just tea, it's other stuff. I guess, people want layers like an onion. But this is a roll-on scent. So I tried it and it's heavenly. If all you want is Earl Grey tea, I can vouch that you can get this stuff off of Amazon. No affiliation with Amazon, just affiliated with Barbara Dave and his freaking 4 days a week barbershop. Yeah, try that one out. I mean, I don't remember how, I think this was under $20. It's a roll-on. Yeah, it's a roll, you roll it on. But of course, like any citrus, and I assume this would be the case, it doesn't last that long. So I don't know, maybe this is the good thing to have it out. I keep it in my man bag and I put my roll-on scent every couple hours just to keep smelling like an English breakfast party. Anyway, there you go. Glad you can join me again. I'll see you on the forums.